Hey guys, we're back with our Final Fantasy IX Let's Play. Last time we cut it off just as the airship, or the cargo ship, was turning around. And we spotted another hooded figure watching them move. We're gonna jump right back into the action because that's right where it goes. And we cut in to see Zidane twisting the ship around. And Zidane looking kinda pissy. And Zidane just starts messing with him. I love how the Black Mage just doesn't know what to say. Roop. Roop. If that's not reason enough to have a tail. Oh, here come more Black Mages. Whoops. And it's weird because they didn't do anything else. And again, Steiner blaming Zidane. So Steiner starts apologizing. But then they all leave. They sense something amiss. Vivi and Dagger come up on deck. Uh-oh. This is Black Waltz number 3. Specialty in thunder magic, and the strongest of the 3. But the other Black Mages come in and start to protect Vivi. And here's one of the reasons why the Black Waltz is such a bad guy. It's kind of Vivi's point of revelation. Nobody can really believe what just happened. Then Vivi snaps. So those 3 are going to go fight. Dagger's gonna pilot the airship. So Zidane gives her a choice. She can either go back to the castle and be safe, or cross the south gate into Lindblom. It's all up to her. Just don't crash the ship, please. Vivi's trying to figure it all out, because he thought all the Black Mages were on the same side. So then we fight the Black Waltz number 3. This is just a standard fight, really. You all get KO'd, you all die. You all lose. The thing about this fight, going along with the whole trance equals emotion thing, Vivi starts this fight going into trance. The thing about Vivi's trance is, Zidane's mostly going to be stealing and using healing. Vivi's trance is double black magic. He can cast 2 black magic spells. So it's really nice. And they're back to back, like one after another, so you don't give him a chance to attack in between them. Stole the steep hat. Nice. See, something that I've always found a little strange about the Black Waltz is his magic. It's strong, but it's not nearly as strong as sometimes Black Waltz 2 does. And Vivi can do his double black magic trick 3 times. You know, just like everybody else's trance. Well, no, not 3 times, but twice. But since it's double black magic, it's like 4 times. And Vivi's out of trance. See, now he starts breaking out the heavy stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and use Steiner to heal some. Just to pick everybody up. Zidane needs to keep stealing, because he does have some good stuff. We already got the steepled hat and Lenin Curious, so we may be good on the stealing stuff, who knows? But in the meantime, what could hurt, right? And then sometimes he just decides to hit me, for really no particular reason. See, it's not a difficult fight if you just use Vivi's trance right. We just trash him, and then he kind of overloads. Steiner brings up, how many do we have to fight? Puts it on. Yeah, that was probably the last one. How do you know that? He said waltz. For those of you that don't know, waltz is basically a type of dance that moves in steps of 3. So don't you think number 3 would be the last one? Steiner has no idea. Zidane points out he can see the south gate. She's gonna go through it. Vivi's still trying to figure everything out. Poor kid. He sees the little hat thing. Zorn and Thorn are on a different airship, observing their black mage, Black Waltzes, and they're blaming Steiner because he betrayed them. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, why aren't you steering? Number 3 is coming back. Number 3 is alright. But it's broken, quote unquote. It's kind of gone insane. So they decide to run. In the stupidest way possible, they jump out the airship. And the Black Mulch steals their airship. Completely busted. That's the only thing on his mind is killing. It's like, yep. It may be tricky going through the south gate. You want him to do it? Nope, I want to do it myself. Like, we should be able to make it through. Security's not that bad, even if they close it. It's like, it'll be fine. Haha. It's an old engine, but it's a powerful engine. Steiner's trying to get it to turn back. But then he mentions that Black Waltz is chasing them now. Okay, he's right. It's coming right for us. Just punch it. What if the gate closes? There's no way we can outmaneuver him in this hunky thing. So just ease in. So he's gonna turn up the power. Dagger's just gonna go right through. There's the south gate. Vivi's still with that hat. Still just like traumatized. There's the Black Waltz. Blows away the hat. Vivi's had enough of his shit. But he overdoes it some. Alright, Waltz back on the trail. Southgate's closing. Yeah. He eases through. He doesn't think about using lightning on a wooden airship. And completely wrecks Southgate. So Southgate's wrecked now. It's not destroyed, but it's not exactly working either. Hence the smoke. But they made it! They made it into Lindblum. They're no longer in Alexandrian territory. See all the airships flying around. And there's Lindblum. But they kind of stressed out the engine with that. And everybody's feeling pretty down. John, you know, tries to cheer everybody up, but they kind of ruined the Southgate. Vivi's kind of lost every answer to his childhood. Steiner's pretty much committed another crime and is not going back to Alexandria. The cargo ship was wrecked. They lost all the cargo. The Southgate was destroyed. They're not in Alexandria, and he played a part in all of it. So he's freaking out. So Dagger instantly cheers him up with a praise from the princess. Woohoo. So now he finally decides he's just gonna protect the princess until they go back to the castle. No matter what. Like there's the main gate of Lindblum. Now the thing about Lindblum is the entire place is basically one big castle. And there's a castle in the castle where it's confusing. The non-figures, well, it looks like we're gonna split up when we reach Lindblum. That kinda sucks. Vivi asks another big question about the Black Mages. And then Steiner, one of his few moments of glory, really. Because nobody knows what to say, and he's like, I don't really understand what's wrong. And why would it matter if they were the same as you? It's like, you're right, am I? This is going to be a reoccurring theme as Vivi tries to figure out exactly who he is. John brings up seeing Lindblum from above, which is apparently the best. That's Lindblum. It completely puts Alexandria to shame. That's the main castle. Those are the different districts. And it's not just gigantic and cutscene, you really get to go everywhere. The airship fleet. The main castle and the main castle docks. Alexandria is more of the more regal things. Lindblum's more the technology empire. And Bermesia, they're just more foot soldiers. Alexandria does have a great navy, though. But air power beats sea power majority of the time. And they're in the Lindblum main castle. or Grand Castle, and their airship docks, which again is gigantic. An indoor airship dock. Think, if this is the size of the airships, you can imagine the rest of the castle. The Dagger brings up she's been here before when she was a kid, but hasn't been here in a few years. And then here come guards. It's a really old airship. Dagger introduces herself as the Princess of Alexandria and asks to see the Regent, Regent Sid. And he's like, that's not true. You wouldn't ride such a crappy airship with some crappy company. Sienna tries to step in defense. Then they ask for proof. So Dagger shows her the royal pendant that she took. That they see it looks like their royal pendant. It looks like the same crystal. Steiner again blames Zidane for looking dumb with the princess, and he blames Steiner, and but then the minister comes out, Minister Artania. And then he brings up someone, they came in, they're looking for the regent, and they have a pendant, or a crystal that looks like their crystal, the Falcon's Claw. And Dagger calls him uncle. It's more of just like a friendly term than a actual relation term. So they start going. And pretty much the tour of the castle. While we've got a moment. Because, you know, why not? Now, we could give the Linen Curious to Steiner, but we're not just yet. We'll wait on that. Steiner and Dagger, we don't want to give too many things to. So there's not much we can do. Check it out right here. Blessing of the water. Then he says something, no place to insert the medal. This really has, there is no medal anyway in the entire game. Some people say it's mentioning like Resident Evil with all the weird medals you put in places. We move this way to find the elevator. The main elevator of the castle. It has 3 levels. The base level, which is below the mist, there's the harbor and there's the gate underneath the mist. Not many, it's not used much because of airship travel and nobody likes traveling under the mist. The mid-level is where the airship dock is and the guest rooms and the air cabs. The air cabs are basically like tour buses around the city. And then the upper level is the royalty level. The royal chamber, royal conference room, and it's restricted only for the regent. So it brings up, what's the regent like? He's lived in Lindblum for a long time. This is basically Zidane's home. He's never been in the castle very often. Saying he's very wise and sometimes odd but dependable. His name is Sid. Again, all the Final Fantasy fanatics out there know there's at least one Sid in every game that's smart and abrasive and acts as more like a leader. But we're not leaving till he helps. See, I think it's funny how he says that, but if you just left that on the screen, the elevator will just keep going up forever. The castle's just that huge. So let's see, we'll be at the upper level shortly, maybe in like a half hour or so. Let's go! And I think we'll just cut it off there, waiting for the elevator to rise to the top level. When we get back next time, we'll see the Regent Sid finally after working our way into Lindblum. And then we'll start getting back into an ordinary life for Zidane and the crew after all the ordeals they've suffered. Next time on Final Fantasy IX.